with you and your thoughts coincide that yes, there's something wrong with my brain, I have depression and I can never be happy, then guess what? Your thoughts are going to determine your emotions are going to determine your actions, and then you're going to be operating on the vibration of someone who's depressed. Now, is that to say that they're so important? And people like to play the victim, right? They like to say, oh, this is wrong with me, I have this condition, so it's not really my fault, I don't have to take responsibility. And what they're trying to do is delegate their own inherent personal responsibility elsewhere, so they don't have to face it. So I think that generally those medications are going to do more harm than good. Not in all cases, I'm not a fucking expert, but I think that cultivating a quality neurochemical environment in your own brain via thoughts, emotions, actions, via studying proper material, via surrounding yourself around the proper environment, whether it's whether it's positive people and no negative people, and whether it's consuming quality nutrition that's going to upregulate your biology and make it so your gut's healthy, make it so your neurochemical production is on point. You don't really see many people who are eating insanely clean. Those are the least likely people that have depression. Now, I'm not saying that doesn't exist. Again, there's a million intertwining variables here. So don't take this black and white blanket statement, because it's not that at all. But I'm saying generally the people who are eating cleaner, who are they're probably also more studious and have more knowledge, and they understand how the mind works and psychology, they're generally deal with those issues less than people who are depleting their gut microbiome, who are depleting their neurochemical production. So there's that. All right, let's go in the gym. Guys, let me know. Did I buy anything from the Gymshark sale? No. Let me know if this fucking audio gets fucked as soon as I disconnect from Wi-Fi. Bunch of middle fingers. I get that. Guess that guy's ego is upset about something. Interested to find out if we can find out what. How many girls did you get in Thailand? 6'4" giraffe. Average man is like 5'5". It's crazy. But I'll say just being American. It's not even about the height. Yes, the height helps. But just being American in Southeast Asia, they just immediately put you up on a pedestal. It's wild. It's a massive ego boost. I suggest everyone watching wants to go. Thoughts on the FTX shit? I can talk about a bunch about this, actually. Tungcat Ali or Fedogia agrestis? Yeah, Fedogia agrestis is in the Gorilla Sigma that I'm about to take. I don't think it has Tungcat Ali. It does. It has both in Sigma, and I fuck with it. That's why I love this shit. It's good. All right, let's go in and take a piss. Let me know if the audio still works or not. Can you guys still hear me? One book that changed your life, The Kybalion. It's Hermetic philosophy, Hermetic wisdom. Look into it, by the 3 initiates. Life-changing stuff for sure. When I'm on a bulk, how many calories do I eat? 4K to like 4,500. It's usually over 4K on training days. Ah, my boy John's here. I'm gonna have to play a game of ping pong to warm up. John, you guys finished?
We're just kind of, not really, but we do a little bit of back, and now we're playing something.
Nice.
I think we're getting closed in on though. There's some construction that's
I see that. Any advice for low thyroid? I'm not an expert on this. There's definitely actually some quality answers that I've heard that I can't recall. Maybe consuming some bovine thyroid can help. But actually, I'm a little upset because I should have a better answer here. Let's flip this camera around. Got leg day, don't want to go? Well, too bad. Sometimes you just got to go do it anyways, even though you don't want to do it. Thanks for your insights. Going to continue consuming chaga region, 40 steps, lion's mane, turkey tail. True mellow. What the heck? What's that? I don't think I've ever heard of that. We're in the restroom here. Probably not proper etiquette to be live in the restroom, but these things happen. Thoughts on creatine? Epic. There's actually some neuroprotective benefits that have been coming to the surface lately as well. But in terms of just overall fullness, strength gains, endurance increase, very worthwhile supplement to take daily. Love your content. Thank you, brother. I'm glad. Can still hear you. Okay, good. I'm glad I just verified that after being in here for a while. Thoughts on standard time? What does that mean? Are you talking about something to do with not using daylight savings? Where's Seed Mom? I don't know. He's not here today. Okay. Thoughts on FTX collapse? Not surprised. Major catalyst for the bottom. I think bottom's coming with the next, I don't want to even say a time, but these are the types of catalysts that will put the bottom in. And then overall, it's actually bullish because it's just another reason why you shouldn't hold your funds on centralized exchanges, right? Like, that's the whole point of crypto, is to actually self-custody your assets and not have them controlled by someone else, such as an exchange. When you hold funds on a centralized exchange, those funds are in the exchange's wallet. You're not, so the whole point is to have the sovereign individual actually self-custody their own funds. That's why I didn't lose any money, because I don't have fucking money on FTX. I do have a little bit of money on other exchanges, but I got most of it off, and the vast majority of my assets are on a ledger, a cold storage wallet, and no one can take that from me unless they literally come torture me for the seed phrase or take my ledger and they know my PIN code somehow. So way safer. That's the whole point of it. In the long, it's going to take time for this pain to be endured, and so it's going to wash a lot of people out. Probably relatively sideways price action for quite a while, but in the long run, this is bullish and it's needed, and people will slowly wake up. How much longer are you gonna be here?
A little bit longer.
Okay.
And it said it's still like, I still think it's good at that.
All right. I'm a little lost here. Sorry. Let's see. Oh no, breaking the fucking owner's car. My big delt. Jeff B. Sawyer Wingspan contest. That's actually pretty, I think I actually have him just a bit on Wingspan. I could be wrong. Was at Powerball 2 Saturdays ago, but didn't get to see you. Yeah, I'm usually not here on Saturdays. I will be here as a special guest next Saturday. There's some event. I think they're posting a flyer with me on it sometime soon. So I will be here on that Saturday. Standard time regarding to daylight savings. I don't really know, actually. I really don't know. I haven't studied enough. I've seen some stuff that's like kind of weird, kind of intriguing, but I don't know much about it, to be honest. And there is something sketchy, I'm not gonna lie. Like, my conspiratorial mind kind of like, there's something weird about daylight savings that just seems like it's kind of part of the matrix to like keep people asleep and just like kind of constantly kind of fuck their circadian rhythm a little bit. And like, I don't know, it's interesting. One and a half scoops of Gorilla Mode, 2 scoops of Gorilla Mode Nitric, some maca, reishi, and ashwagandha powder, and a little bit of psilocybin powder. Don't tell the police. Whew. All right, banana time, capsules time, pre-workout, maybe a little marijuana. I'm just kidding, guys. I would never do that. It's actually crazy how much more accepted it is than when I was in middle school, high school, like weed in general, because it's so much more legal now. How did you develop your personal style? Because your gym fits are insane and super unique. It's an interesting question because it's like, I didn't do anything specifically. I think it's about it's what I didn't do. It's what I didn't conform to. It's what I literally just followed, what I truly resonated with overall. Right? It's like I was never looking around at everyone else like, oh, what's cool? Oh, he's wearing that and that dude's kind of cool. Well, maybe I should wear that. It's just like, I looked, I I don't want to say I removed my ego, because it's very ego involved, right? It's very about who you want to be, who you perceive yourself to be, the image you want to display to others, etc., etc. But like, I was always like this. Like in high school, I was always wearing like Jordans and like gym shorts and like baggy hoodies, and like I was always wearing like all red and like shit like that. So it's kind of always my style to be a little more like not of the norm. But yeah, I don't know really how to answer that, because it's not like I can tell you some formula and just be like, oh, do this and you'll figure out the coolest like outfits. It's like, just deprogram yourself from what you think everyone else and what society expects from you, and just follow that, and people, and you'll figure it out. And what you'll end up figuring out is that people resonate with that, and they don't even understand why, but they resonate with it. And maybe you can study some sacred geometry and universal law, and that which people resonate with will become a better understanding to you, if that makes sense. Trippy, long-winded answer, but hopefully that makes sense. Do I post on TikTok? I have a TikTok. I think it's got like 150 followers. I posted a few times, so no, not really, but it is there. So if you want to go follow me, go for it. I think my name is Perry Power Building on there, though. The OG name. Already feeling the fucking pre-workout. Could you give me a follow? Trying to be an influencer. No, actually I can't, because I don't know you. I've never met you. You have provided no value to me, and I have no reason to introduce you into my mental world. Now, please don't take this personally. I'm actually doing this out of love. This response is out of love, to actually teach you, to benefit you, to bring you up, okay? Because it's all about network. It's all about networking. And Andrew Tate has a great series on network. What's it called? Abundance or something. But it's basically how do you get people, how do you get high level people in your circle? It's not by just going and asking them for something, right? How did I become friends with David Lade? It wasn't because I just went up to him and said, hey, can you follow me? Hey, can you give me more? Hey, I'm your fan. You've given me so much value. I love your content. You've already given me so much value up front. Can you just give me more? Because I just want to take from you. I just want. Even though I'm giving you nothing up front, I'm giving you no incentive, no reason. So what it's about is actually providing those who have provided you value, flipping and mirroring back and providing them value with zero expectation in return. Because people can understand when you're doing something for your own greed and benefit, and then it's still just that same original, hey, give me value, right? If you're just like, hey, dude, really appreciate what you're doing. Thank you so much. Here's what people don't understand either, is that everyone likes their ego stroked. That's a way of providing value. The first time I met David Lade, I went to his first ever Gymshark Philadelphia meetup. I skipped kind of the line because there was like all these other people, Lex Griffin, Nikki Blackley. I didn't give a fuck about them. I just wanted to meet Dave and Quinn. And I went up and said, hey, dude, love your fucking content. Super inspirational. Thank you for all you've done. And this wasn't even coming from a frame of wondering, oh, what can I get from him? Like, it was just like, I almost owe him this, right? It's like, he deserves this because of how much value he's given me up front. And he could understand that there was no weird veneer of like expecting anything or like, oh, dude, can you follow me? Like, so what I'm saying is try to provide value to those who you think you can gain value from as well. So you can't just go say, hey, give me more. You've got to find out how can you be that influencer, right? You're saying trying to start being an influencer. Well, you're not influencing anyone by just asking other influencers to follow you. You have to actually influence people, provide value, whether that's teach them something, inspire them, entertain them, make them laugh, etc., etc. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I didn't demolish your ego. And if I did, it was probably needed. And then it reset you into a better level of understanding to where you can then cultivate what you want. Best mushrooms: psilocybin, chaga, reishi, cordyceps, lion's mane. We really need a weekly podcast from you. Your knowledge for life in general is just so good to hear. It would be fucking fire. I do. You're right. And I actually like these lives because you guys kind of make me think a little bit, right? I almost feel like it would be kind of hard to turn on a camera and just start talking, maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe once you get in the flow, the thoughts kind of just keep flowing. But I like this because there's these little like snippets from you guys, and then you guys induce me to think. You ask me a question, and then I can start thinking, and then it just flows, right? But you could do like a podcast type live stream where I'm like live. There's people viewing live, asking questions, and then it's uploaded in podcast format. That could be epic too. GT Dave started to make a drink with mushrooms in it. Yeah, I think that's by GT, the one I've had many times. It's really good. The root beer one's really good. And then the other one's like Cascara Spice. Some people love that one. Favorite pre-workout ingredient. Ooh. Can I really just choose one? I almost want to say L-citrulline, but then it's like caffeine's got its fucking place in there. Very hard to answer that, actually. Opinions on females with male friends. I mean, it's gonna be a 5-minute discussion. Let me know if you stop hearing me. I just turned my car on. It might fuck shit up. Am I living in Jersey? I live in Pennsylvania.